Change in accounting estimates. Illustration. John's car wash parts and repair business decided to expand. John invested an additional $5 million for the growing business. On January 8, 2022, the company bought land for 2 million pesos and a building for 3 million pesos with estimated building life of 10 years. Moreover, the building was estimated to have a residual value of 500,000 pesos after 10 years. The company used the straight-line method of depreciation. After 6 years of depreciation, the company decided to change the depreciation method from straight line to double declining balance method and the residual value down to 100,000 pesos. Given: land 2 million pesos, building 3 million pesos, residual value or salvage value 500,000 pesos, useful life 10 years. Change in accounting estimates, straight line method to double declining method, new residual value 100,000 pesos. Formula for straight-line method of depreciation. Depreciation expense equals cost less salvage value divided by useful life. Depreciation expense equals 3 million minus 500,000 pesos equals 2,500,000 pesos divided by 10 equals 250,000 pesos. Ang yearly depreciation expense under straight-line method is 250,000 pesos. So from year 1 to 6, ang depreciation is 250,000 pesos. Kasi based sa problem, nagkaroon ng change in accounting estimates after 6 years of depreciation. Ang rule kapag nagkakaroon ng change in estimates sa depreciation is moving forward, meaning yung outstanding balance at the time na nabago yung estimates ang magiging basis sa pag-apply ng changes. In this case, ang nabago is yung method of depreciation, kaya ang magiging bagong basis is carrying amount ng 6 years which is yung 1,500,000 pesos. Sa double declining balance method, hindi na binabawas ang residual value dahil ang double declining balance method formula ay carrying amount times rate. Ang double declining rate formula ay 2 divided by useful life. Ang sabi sa problem, after 6 years, nagkaroon ng change in accounting estimates sa depreciation method. And since 10 years ang life ng building, merong pang 4 years na natitira at sa 4 years na yon, ang gagamiting method ay double declining method. Nakuha yung rate na 50% sa 2 divided by remaining useful life or 2 divided by 4. Kaya ang depreciation sa year 7 ay 750,000 pesos na nakuha sa 1,500,000 pesos times 50%. Same na ang procedure sa year 8 to year 10. Note, sa double declining balance method, minsan hindi nagtatali yung book value sa residual value. Ang ginagawa ng ibang company is ini-ignore na lang kasi minsan immaterial naman yung difference. Yung iba naman ang ginagawa is nag-a-adjust sa last year of depreciation, either binabawasan or dinadagdagan ang depreciation expense para magdali ang book value sa residual value, which is both accepted naman. Illustration. On January 8, 2022, the company bought equipment costing 2,500,000 pesos with a residual value of 450,000 pesos and useful life of 5 years. Moreover, the equipment has an estimated total of 100,000 service hours. The units of activity method of depreciation were used. Year 1 and 2, 25,000 hours each. Year 3 and 4, 20,000 hours each. Year 5, 12,500 hours. After 2 years of depreciation, the company discovers that the useful life of equipment is 7 years. Moreover, the total number of service hours the equipment has is 130,000 pesos. The equipment can serve for year 3 and 4, 20,000 hours each, for year 5 and 6, 15,000 hours each, and for year 7, 10,000 hours. Given, equipment, 2,500,000 pesos, residual value or salvage value, 450,000 pesos. Useful life in years, 5 years. Total number of service, 100,000 hours. Results in business operation, year 1 and 2, 25,000 hours each. Year 3 and 4, 20,000 hours each. Year 5, 12,500 hours. Change in accounting estimates, equipment, 2,500,000 pesos. New residual value, 450,000 pesos. Useful life in years, 7 years. Total number of service hours, 130,000 hours. Results in business operations, year 1 and 2, 25,000 hours each. Year 3 and 4, 20,000 hours each. Year 5 and 6, 15,000 hours each. Year 7, 10,000 hours. Formula for units of activity method of depreciation. Annual depreciation rate equals cost less salvage value divided by useful life in service. Depreciation expense equals rate times annual number of services activity. Depreciation rate equals 2,500,000 pesos minus 450,000 pesos equals 2,050,000 pesos divided by 100,000 hours equals 20.5. In this problem, ang nabago ay yung useful life. Ang rule kapag nagkakaroon ng change in accounting estimates sa depreciation, parehas lang na moving forward, meaning yung outstanding balance at the time na nabago yung estimate ang magiging basis sa pag-apply ng changes. And in this case, ang nabago is yung useful life. So, identify yung bagong carrying amount which is 1,475,000 pesos. Yun ang magiging bagong basis less yung residual value na 450,000 pesos. Kaya ang bagong depreciable cost ay 1,025,000 pesos. Ang useful life naman na bago after 2 years of depreciation. Yung dating 5 years naging 7 years, so kung 7 years yung bagong useful life at nakapag-depreciate na ng 2 years, ay meron pang natitirang 5 years. Ganon din yung number of service activity na na-depreciate na, ibabawas din para makuha yung bagong divisor na useful life in service activity. At dito sa problem, from 100,000, total number of service hours naging 130,000 kaya 130,000 hours ibabawas yung 50,000 na na-depreciate na kaya may remaining na lang na 80,000 service hours. Doon nakuha yung bagong depreciation rate. 1,475,000 minus 450,000 equals 1,025,000 divided by 80,000 equals 12.8125. And since useful life and residual value lang ang nabago sa estimates, then same procedure pa rin ang gagawin which is yung rate times number of service activity. Illustration. On January 8, 2022, the company bought furnitures and fixtures for 100,000 pesos on account with a useful life of 5 years and a residual value of 7,000. The company uses the sum of the year method of depreciation. After 2 years of depreciation, the company discovered that the furniture and fixtures residual value is 5,000 pesos only at the end of its useful life. Given furniture and fixtures 100,000 pesos, residual value 7,000 pesos, useful life in years 5 years. Change in accounting estimates, furniture and fixtures 100,000 pesos, residual value 5,000 pesos, useful life in years 5 years. Formula for SYD method of depreciation. SYD equals n quantity n plus 1 divided by 2, where n is the useful life in years. Depreciation expense equals cost less salvage value times remaining useful life divided by SYD. SYD for year 1 and year 2 equals 5 times 5 plus 1 divided by 2 equals 15. In this problem, ang nabago ay yung residual value. Same procedure pa rin ang gagawin pero this time ang basis is yung carrying amount at the time of change in accounting estimates and yung bagong SYD. Since nakapag-depreciate na ang company ng 2 years, 3 years na lang ang remaining useful life kaya ang bagong SYD ay nakuha sa remaining life na 3 kaya 3 times 3 plus 1 divided by 2 equals 6. Ang depreciation sa year 3 ay 19,600 na nakuha sa carrying amount after 2 years which is 44,200 minus bagong residual value na 5,000 and multiply sa remaining useful life which is 3 divided by new SYD which is 6. Kaya nakuha yung 19,600. Ganon din yung gagawin sa year 4 and year 5.